Good morning, YouTube. So I just woke up. I am just trying to get things in order, and I just had some words of encouragement. And I just kind of wanted to, just talk about what I'm going through. And like right now, we just are in a time of uncertainty, and I honestly feel like if there's something out there that you don't know, I feel like you should definitely go and do your research on it and figure out the truth for yourself, especially when it comes to your faith, because I would rather die and know that I, tried and I did my research to the best of my ability, and I asked those questions, and I was leading my life in a righteous way, or the best way I could do with regards to doing right for me and my family, than die and know that I didn't try at all. And I think that once you get it in your mind that you want to be a better person, that you want to do right, that you want to just be the best that you can, I think that everything else falls into place, because you start to feel like I am going off. I'm not doing what I want to do. So when that becomes one of your passions and one of the things that you really want to do, I truly honestly believe that everything else will fall into place. So, right now I'm basically trying to prioritize my to-do list, and I've gotten, you know, to a point in my life where 90% of my day is spent doing it's spent being productive. 90% of my day is spent being productive. So I'm in it, I'm doing it, everything I need to do. But the problem is I've ran into doing things in an unproductive way because I'm doing them out of order. So there's a lot of big things that I need to do that I'm not tackling. So I'm trying to get myself disciplined into a schedule of waking up in the morning and doing my list of things that need to be done every day on a regular basis, like working out. Really, number one, I need to start speaking in the order that things need to be done so that I can do them. So like reading my Bible, reading my scriptures, and things like that. So as you can hear, I have a baby. She's not quite a newborn. She's 3.5 months, and so this is gonna be a quick video because I need to hop into the things that I need to do for the day. So I did make a commitment to myself to wake up, read my scriptures, and then, I made a schedule for her, which we already follow, a very strict schedule, but I wrote it down on a calendar, which is a weekly calendar that I got from, I believe it was Amazon, or was it? No, it was Five Below. So I just penciled in everything pertaining to her schedule, so I can see what time I have available around it. And so basically my schedule works around her. Every time she's sleeping, I'm doing something that needs to be done. And some days it doesn't work like that. Some days she sleeps for an hour, so I need to start scheduling in only an hour worth of things to do. Like yesterday I had to study for an exam, and I was banking on 3 hours. No, it didn't work like that at all. So I think I'm gonna start banking on an hour at the least, and max 3 hours, or maybe probably 2 hours. So another thing that I'm realizing I need to do is be realistic with my time, because it don't always work out that way. It definitely doesn't work out that way. So definitely start, being realistic with your time. And it starts with trying a schedule, trying something new. I also downloaded this new budgeting app, because although I have a budget, following the budget it's okay. It's been okay up until the COVID hit, and then we pretty much fell off, like, because everybody's bills went into lingo, everybody's bills stopped, my student loan stopped, a couple other things I thought stopped that didn't. I mean, I was still working and everything, but I had so many bills that were in limbo, that it was like, and I had so much extra money from not going to work that we just spent on really food. and that was our extra money. We just went crazy and we just was buying all the time. We never really was cooking. So now that I'm cooking again, that means that I need to schedule time to cook. That means that I need to plan meals because I used to plan weekly meals, and that also means that I need to do a grocery list and budget the grocery list because we have been spending like crazy. So I downloaded Truebill, and that's how I knew how much I was spending on groceries, which was ridiculous, y'all. It was so ridiculous. Like, it was out of control. And then you could type in like stores that you go to, like type in Amazon on Truebill, and you will be truly amazed. And so it's a really good app. Some people use NerdWallet. My friend was telling me about another app that she used outside of that was really good. But get a budgeting app. You can connect your debit card to your bank account. It'll analyze your spending. And you can kind of start to make small changes like, look, I'm not going to spend this much. And then you may say, I'm not going to spend over $150. That's how much I said I wasn't going to spend in a month, on groceries. And that's just like, we kind of half things here. So I do 150 and he does 150. That's 300 a month. But honestly, the eating healthy and just eating healthy and changing our lifestyle and not really knowing how to navigate it or normalize ourselves to certain things that we like has become very expensive. So that's something that we're navigating. We may not meet our goal, but I'm going to at least make a list of things that and meals, and then make a list of like snacks and breakfasts and just ideals. Like, I made a menu in our kitchen, and I may post that later, post a little video, but I mean a picture of the menu, and it's basically on the wall. It's like a steel wall that goes around the oven for heat protection. And so I just made a menu of everything that we eat so we can always have ideals. So I have a menu of healthy choices. And so I'm going to start looking on Pinterest. And if you have any ideals on healthy foods, you could definitely post it below. So like I said, I'm looking crazy, but that's okay. I had something to say to y'all that I felt like was really important. I feel like it'll help someone out there. Definitely go ahead and make you a list, and then prioritize that list. And once you prioritize your list, set some things in place that you want to do every day and try to stick to it. I was just feeling really bad, because with this list out of control, I get my things done, but I'm starting to leave out family members and calling them and contacting them, and even friends too. So I even had to pencil in some time, like between like 8 and 9 during the day, just call, and I had to think about it. When are people off work? People are off work around 7, 8, 9. Usually they're done eating around 7, 8, but 9 o'clock for sure. They're done eating. They're winding down for the night. They may take a phone call, and you could just call them and talk. Some people are old school. They like to talk on the phone. We're young, so we're not young, but we're in a new age where I like to text. So definitely start to prioritize things, because just because you like to text, other people may take offense to it. And I know that I have family members that feel that it is quite impersonal to text, but I also have other family members that are that are a little bit different. They like to FaceTime. They may not be married or have, kids or whatever. Like my grandmother likes to FaceTime. She's available. She's not working. So you just gotta figure out some things so that you can meet other people's needs and they can meet your needs. I know I have family members that work overnight, so they're sleeping. So you have to kind of figure out when will be a good time to contact them. You need to contact them. They need to make time for you, and just kind of meet them halfway. So that's all I have to say. Now that COVID is over, it's a time for us to get our lives back in order, get back on track, come back stronger and harder. And I think this is a good time to really plan. I'm also thinking about different things as far as my career and just putting some things into place. And if you guys want to make career changes and you want to do things that you truly love, then you really need to become disciplined so that you can start getting into a nice flow, and so that you can plan time for you to get the things you want to get done. And so, like, I know people out there may like to do YouTube videos. For me, I like to do YouTube videos. I like to edit. So, like, last night when I got everything else done, I used that time to edit my video because I had got everything else done that I said I was. So, start out small. You don't have to pencil out this whole day, but just pencil in some staples. Like in the morning, I'm gonna read some motivational quotes, or the Bible if you read the Bible, or whatever it is. I'm gonna say the Bible because that's what I believe. That's what I do. So I don't subscribe to any other thing, I'm not going to push that. That's what I do. If you do something else, then that's what you do. But I'm gonna just say what I do. So if you wake up, do use some scriptures, some motivational quotes. You know, if you have a baby, just pencil in their times. If they're a little bit older, then you still need to pencil in some times for them to do something. Maybe they're doing some sort of activity at this time every day. Give them some staple things to do so they can get you into a habit, because the more that they're into a habit or a schedule of doing things, the more easy your life will run. I teach for a living, so it is imperative that you have management in some shape or fashion over your children. And children like habit. They like schedules. When they get into a schedule, they oftentimes do it on their own. So, my daughter knows, she's 3.5 months. She knows at 8, 9 o'clock it's time for her to go to bed. She usually sleeps through the night. She wakes up through the night to eat, and I nurse sleeping pretty much. So I'm pretty much sleeping while she's eating, and kind of waking up, making sure she's okay, and then we're pretty much knocked out. So, but this is new for the last few days. She's been waking up. I think she's going through a growth spurt, but you still keep the same schedule. So her schedule is pretty much the same every single day, and she's 3.5 months, and it's just like clockwork. I can schedule times for the delivery man to come, and if they're coming to deliver something, like I just looked into Shopped or Shipt, Shipt, SHIPFT, I believe, and you can order things from stores around you, like groceries and things like that, and they'll come and bring it to you, and you can select the time that you want them to drop it off, and so I select the time when she's sleeping, so she's not woken up, and she's usually sleeping, running through the clockwork. So if you're a mom and your kids are home right now, give them some nap times. If they're little kids, toddlers, make sure they're following a nice schedule. Don't let them stay up super late doing whatever they want to do, because if they stay up late, they're gonna wake up late. They're gonna be up late, and it may be like, oh, I can get things done while they're sleeping, but you have to, if that's what you want, that's fine. But I'm just saying, figure out something that works for you, because everybody in the same house every day, it can get a little crazy. It can become stressful. But as a teacher, I had all my kids circulating through. We had them circulating through the school, but we had an activity for them. Every 45 minutes it was something new. There were expectations, so do that. Something new, expectations, whether it's working out with the kids, whether it's going to the park, whether it's watching something historical, because now's the time for us to start getting into the habit of, listen, we might not be back in school in September. It might be mostly home. So you need to figure out some sort of activities. Maybe you should talk to a teacher and just, this is how we do things. The kids know how it runs in upstate. Okay, East Coast. You do your entrance ticket. That's just a little 5-minute activity that's building on what they learned yesterday. And then you do a little, maybe this is what we're learning today, and this is why it's something to interest them. And then you do, you teach them what you're gonna teach them, and then you do a little exit ticket, and that's basically what did you learn for today, and that kind of helps them to retain the content. And so definitely look into some lesson plans to kind of figure out things. But I just wanted to give you guys that. With that, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna start my day. So peace, shalom.